Hello, friends. Welcome to Tabletop Tonight. This is the mid-afternoon edition, aka the one-player Wednesday edition. My name is Ruel Gabiola. Thank you for joining me today. This was just an impromptu thing I wanted to do because I wanted to play a game in the middle of the day, and I figured why not have y'all join me. Much appreciated for those of you in the middle of the day with me. I'm on the West Coast here in the U.S., so good afternoon, or wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good day, good night, whatever. Anyways, hope you're doing well. Got a great game coming up. This is one of my favorites. Pandemic Hot Zone North America. It is the quicker and smaller version of Pandemic base game. Pandemic will always hold a special place in my heart because Pandemic's basically the game that got me into the hobby 5 years ago. Wow, 5 years ago. Yeah, it's 2021, friends. Unbelievable. But anyways, this is the base game, but shrunk down into a smaller bite-sized version of the game. But it's still a fantastic game. It just plays quicker than the base game. Base game, you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour or so. The Hot Zone version is about 30 minutes or so. It's very, very similar to the original. They just take out a few things, streamline gameplay a little bit and make it a little quicker. Let me see. I'm going to check on chat. So y'all are quiet in chat right now, and that's okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play the game. I've set it up for a two-player game, and y'all are going to go with me on this journey to save the world from a pandemic. Yeah, sort of relevant to this day and age, of course, but hopefully we'll do a better job in the game than what's happened in the real world. I'm going to hang out for a few minutes, chill here. We'll get started in about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Hope you're doing all right. If y'all have questions, hit me up in chat. And again, this is just an impromptu thing. I normally stream here at 7 p.m. Pacific, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So this is a little different for me, just right in the middle of the day. I'm not sure who's streaming right now. I know there's some board game Twitch streamers happening. I think I saw Danny going live. Ross is probably still playing games. Yeah, Losapalooza is live as well. Board Game Blitz is doing a jigsaw puzzle. Games of Fire is on playing a board game too. So everyone's hanging out, watching board game streams. That's great. If you're here, thank you for joining me. What I want to do today, well, first I want to take a sip of my drinky drink in my very cool Game House Cafe mug. Game House is the first, or was the first, gaming cafe here in Southern California, in the greater Los Angeles area. They, I believe, are celebrating their 6th or 7th anniversary this year. Might be number 8. Again, time has no meaning, folks. You know, things have happened over the last year, and all sense of time, for me at least, has gone out the window. But Game House Cafe, they just reopened along with the rest of California. June 15th was a big day, lifted all the restrictions because people are getting vaccinated, people are being safe, and for the most part in California, we're okay in that sense. There's still, you have your pockets of, what shall we say, people who don't want to vaccinate for whatever reasons. I understand if there's medical conditions, but if you made a political decision not to vaccinate, I'm going to have no comment for you right now. But those of you who have vaccinated and continue to be safe, thank you, because now we're able to go to places like Game House Cafe and hang out and game together without mask and safely. I'm still going to, I know a lot of my friends and family, we're still going to be wearing masks in public. Let's be honest. I mean, even though we're vaccinated, I mean, this disease is still out there, and you don't know. There's all kinds of variants or different strains now that are coming out. So continue to be safe, friends. I recently had the great opportunity to work with last week. Work together on set, fully vaccinated crew, and we're maskless. And we did I think it was like a 6. Well, for me, it was like 5-hour shift, but I know the rest of the crew was there much longer. But to be able to do that without mask and being able to just see your friends on set again, it was a wonderful feeling. It was sort of somewhat normal. I mean, it was weird at first, but being able to, hey, should we hug? Yeah, we're vaccinated, let's hug, and so that was really great. So as we move forward in this whole new world, as the Disney song goes, I would like to see us continue to still practice these safety protocols and whatnot. I'm gonna move the keyboard here; it's bumping my elbow. Let me check over here. So yeah, middle of the day impromptu stream. I have no idea if anyone's going to be out there. What I'm going to do though, we're going to play Pandemic Hot Zone North America, and I want to play with y'all in chat. So I've got a 2-player game set up. I'm going to be the medic. Y'all are going to be the dispatcher, and we're going to work together to rid the North America of disease. So Pandemic, it's game by Matt Leacock and published by Z-Man Games. It's an evergreen title. It is one that will be around forever and ever and ever. Sort of like, the Monopoly or Catan. I feel like those, these are the, evergreen titles, the ones that will always be here. Vault Hunter's in the house. Hi, Vault Hunter. Thank you for joining me, friend. I'm just talking about Pandemic Hot Zone North America. That's what we're going to be playing in just a minute or two. Vault. And y'all are going to play along with me. We're going to try to rid the world of disease. And stop infections, and hopefully cure the 3 diseases that we're going to be playing here. James is in the house. Hi, James Brazil. Much appreciated, friend. Yeah, this was an impromptu stream. I just dropped the links in Twitter and also on my Discord channel. Folks, if you don't already, please follow me on, join us on Discord. It's a lot of fun over there. The Discord channel, it is a place where we talk board games. We share food. We're all foodies there. And speaking of, I don't know what y'all's stream snacks are. I don't know if I have the stream snack thing here. Where'd it go? I lost all my little props. Here's Benny the Bit Spare. Oh, here. Stream snacks. Let me know what you're eating and or drinking. I've got this really cool mug from Game House Cafe. Honestly, I'm just drinking water. I had my other tumbler, but it's in the it was in the sink, not clean. So I just wanted to shout out Game House because they just reopened here in SoCal. Lurking while working, James, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you're lurking while working, that's great too, friends. Let me shout out one more thing here. Good Looking Kickstarters, that's a show that Becca Scott and I do. Every other week, we take a look at Kickstarter projects that we're excited about, and hopefully you are too, because, I mean, come on, let's face it, Kickstarter, the biggest thing on there are board games, tabletop games, role-playing games. I just saw oh my gosh, what was it? I think it was... I've totally forgot the name of the tabletop role-playing game, but they raised like 500 grand. It's just insane. I think it was the one that Satine Phoenix did. I'm totally blanking. Also, TLN is Tabletop Live Network. That is a 24-hour stream that the brothers Murph and I co-founded and we co-organized. That'll be at the end of this month. We have 12 channels streaming back to back, 24 hours straight. They're all around the world. It's awesome. Such a great event. I hope you can join us for that. I'm going to take a sip of water. Please hydrate. Always stay hydrated, especially now. Southern California, it is an inferno. All this week, we've got, at least here in the Inland Empire, I am about an hour east of Los Angeles proper. We have temperatures in the triple digits every day this week. So, I mean, I was out this morning. I think I went out probably about 10:30 this morning, and it was full on, like, just, I walk outside full on sweat. It was so hot. So I need that water. Fresca. Very nice. August Ray, yeah, it's been 100 degrees all this week in Arizona. I've just been glued to the AC. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, August. I know, I have some friends in Arizona. They were just talking about the same thing. Like, it was funny. I think it was Gloryhound on, or Dr. Gloryhound, her partner, that I tweeted, the 100-degree weather every day in the Inland Empire. And then he came back, like, you know what? As an Arizonian, I need to say that it's funny when anyone talks about how hot it is, because then he just listed his temperatures. They're like in the up to 120s and stuff. I was like, ah. And I've been in one time temperature that hot. Hi, Mom Gamer. Thanks for joining. Oh, love my shirt. Thank you. Let me finish the temperature thing. I'll talk about the shirt. The one time I've been in Laughlin, Nevada. It was the first and last time because of the weather. We went there in the summer. The friends and I that decided to go. It was 127. It was ridiculous. Now you go to like Laughlin, Vegas, Reno, whatever. You're pretty much just in the casinos, but You know, we had to go. You walk between casinos, and Laughlin it's pretty good. They're like pretty close together, but we had to go across the street for some reason. I don't know if it was like a particular casino we're going to, but just that walk across the street, I was dying. 127. I was like, I'll never go back there, and I haven't. I haven't been back to Laughlin. I'd rather go to Vegas. More my town. I know Laughlin's got the river and stuff, but you know, if I'm gonna go to a place to gamble, like I'm gonna be there to gamble. And I mean, not that I really gamble much anymore. I don't really do it much anymore. But if I was going to Vegas as a town, Vegas got better food options too, like world-class cuisine in Vegas. Mom, oh yeah, so about the shirt, my friend Daryl, who was here last night, my buddy Daryl B Gaming, he gave this to me for, I think it was my birthday or Christmas. Just yeah, I love it too. I don't. He always gets me the cool shirts. I'm not sure where he finds them, but yeah, just the lifeline of a meeple. I really dig. Thank you, Mom Gamer, for hanging out today. As I've said earlier, you could probably see in the description. This is the game I'm playing, and I want you all to play with me today. This is Pandemic Hot Zone North America. It's a cooperative game, so it's going to be open information. We'll have all the cards out and stuff, and we can talk about strategies. But well, if you've never played it before, it's Pandemic, but it's like a shorter, cooler, funner version. It's easier to get to the table, quicker setup, and quicker gameplay. If you've played Ticket to Ride New York or Ticket to Ride London, similar concept. It takes Ticket to Ride, shrinks it down to like a 30-minute quick bite. And this is what the Pandemic Hot Zone series does. This is North America, shrinks it down, and you can play it in 30 minutes or so. What I'm going to do next, so, oh, Vault says, I think I've actually seen that shirt listed on Amazon. Okay, maybe that's where Daryl got it. I'm so much into mugs. Would buy a mug. Oh, yeah. So if it's on Amazon, you could probably get it. Oh, Weird Nan, thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're just talking about the shirt. Yeah, I love the shirt. Again, it's from my friend Daryl, probably from Amazon. I know he has, he's bought some gifts for me before in the past where they were like local retailers. So I don't know if this was like a local person or maybe local person that also sells on Amazon. Could be that. Speaking of local, I'm going to shout them out one more time. Game House Cafe here in Los Angeles. Or actually, I'm not in Los Angeles. I'm about an hour east. But they are the first gaming cafe in Southern California. They weathered the storm of this last year, and I'm happy to see they reopened their doors full-time again starting yesterday, along with the rest of California. No restrictions. I know people are still wearing masks, which I am a big fan of. Continue to wear the mask, do the social distancing thing, wash your hands, you know, just be safe out there, friends. So yeah, shout out to Game House. They are my mug of choice for today. But yeah, I would totally get a mug of this too. I think it's just such a neat design. All right. So if anyone hasn't played Pandemic, we're just going to jump right into the game, and we're going to explain it as we go. This is going to be a fun experience. So let me, I always think of that, the hip hop song, "Let Me Clear My Throat." Let's go on to the game over here. So I've got North America. This is Pandemic North America. So we are playing two different roles. I am going to be the medic. You all in chat are going to be the dispatcher. And each turn, we're going to take 4 actions. We're going to go all around North America. We're trying to cure disease. That's our main objective of this game. The diseases are red, yellow, and blue. You can name them if you'd like. I'm okay with y'all calling it whatever you want. And we're going to try to cure 3 diseases. This is different than the base game where we have to cure 4 diseases. And we cure them here in the good old ATL, Atlanta. I almost said Atlantic City. Still thinking about Vegas, folks. Atlanta, we need to be there in order to cure, and we'll talk about that as we go. Weird Din says, that song clip needs to play after you. I have to do Benny the Bit Spare, right? Benny the Bit Spare is in hibernation right now. So on my turn, I'm going to begin the game. I'm the medic. So as one of my 4 actions, I'm going to drive from the ATL down to Miami. I've never been to Miami or Atlanta, so one of these days I would hope to. And I'm going to cure or treat. I'm going to treat these diseases. Now, normally when you treat a disease, you just take 1 cube off, but because I'm a medic, that's my specialty, I get to cure all, or I get to treat all 3. So that's 2 actions. My 3rd and 4th actions are going to be, let's see, I've got these cards here. I'm just going to move. So I'm going to drive from Miami to New Orleans, and we'll get to Dallas. and that'll be my end of my turn. As you can see here, player turns are very straightforward. Do 4 actions, draw 2 player cards. Then we're going to infect, right? The infection is going to spread. So let's see what I draw. I drew San Francisco. Okay. Hand limit is 6, by the way. And I've drawn Santo Domingo. All right. So I'm using this little token. This is actually from Pandemic Legacy. I'm just using that to indicate whose turn it is. When I play solo games or when I do these type of streams, I tend to forget which player is up next. So this will remind me. So the Dispatcher is next. Oh, actually, you know what? I got to do this. I've got to infect the world. So the disease is starting to get a little more out of control. We are going to put cubes or disease. Disease is going to show up in Mexico City, Ciudad de Mexico, and then Denver, Colorado. Okay. So we win the game when we cure all 3. We lose the game if there are 4 outbreaks or if we cannot draw any more of these cards. So that's it. I have 5 cards here and the Dispatcher's turn. So Dispatcher, what shall we do? Let me just remind you of your special ability. The Dispatcher, move any pawn directly to any other pawn city. Okay, that's really helpful in this game. You can, bring the medic to the Dispatcher. That'll help, you can trade or you can, you can trade cards or you can have the medic clear out some diseases, treat diseases. And then the other action is move another player's pawn to a connected city. So in that case, you could move the medic over to like Phoenix, anything that's connected there. How many actions per turn? Great question. There are 4 actions per turn, Vault. So 4 actions. You have Drive, a direct flight, which is discard a card to go to that city. Charter flight. You can, if you flew out from Atlanta, you drop an Atlanta card, you discard it, and then you can fly to any city. And then you can also treat disease. Share knowledge. That's when you trade cards, because to cure a disease, you need to be in Atlanta, and you have to have 4 cards of the matching color. So if I had 4 reds, I have 3 now, so I'm really close to curing the red disease. We'll call that the Red Devil. So I'm really close to curing the Red Devil, but I need to be here. And that's where the Dispatcher's ability comes in handy. You can fly in, dispatching. You can fly in the medic here, and then they'll be able to cure on their next turn. So we can potentially move you to Seattle using all 4 actions. Yeah, if you move me to Seattle 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd be ready to cure or treat all those cubes right there to prevent an outbreak. I like that move. Let's do that. So, folks, I'm going to, ask for your advice. Shout it out in chat. And so, I think we're going to go with Argus's strategy. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've used the move another player's pawn to a connected city. So the medic is there, ready to prevent the Red Devil. So we got Red Devil. Then we have blue and yellow. We'll talk about those. We'll figure out a name for those later. Okay, so that's the end of the Dispatcher's turn. Draw 2 player cards. The first one is Calgary. Okay, so we do have 4. We actually have 5 red cards now, so we're ready to cure that red disease. But one of the new cards in Pandemic Hot Zone is a Crisis. This is different than Pandemic, basic Pandemic. They do not have Crisis cards. But in this case, we have to play immediately, then discard. Unacceptable losses. Draw the bottom card from the infection deck, which I'll do right now. Oops, that wasn't bottom. This was the bottom. Okay. Return that infection card and 3 matching cubes to the box. Uh-oh. So, unacceptable losses. We have drawn Havana. So, those and 3 matching cubes are out of the game. Dakota's in the house. Hi, Dakota. Thanks for joining us. All right, we are playing Pandemic Hot Zone North America. So, we have dealt with that. Hand limit is 6. We're good to go. So, now we draw infection cards. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce this. I wish Michelle was here. Tegucigalpa. Tegucigalpa. Michelle's the better Spanish speaker in our household. This one's going to go here. We'll call that T-Town. And then Toronto, another T-Town, goes here. Okay. So some of the diseases are spreading, folks. Y'all ever hear that band Anthrax? It was like this 80s and 90s thrash metal band. I was like into thrash metal back in the day as a youngster. And their song, they had a, I think it was a song or no, it was like an album called "Spreading the Disease," and anthrax is a disease as well, which is funny. So metal, right? Yeah. Uh, so that's the dispatcher's turn. We have done the infection steps. We're back to the medic. Weird Nin says, "Wow, I haven't thought about anthrax in a long time." Yeah, you know, they're still together, aren't they? I feel like all those old metal bands are still around doing their thing. Like I just read about Motley Crue trying to come back, and I guess Vince Neil's voice is shot. Okay, so it's my turn. So the medic, thanks to the dispatcher flying the medic out to Seattle, the medic can now treat the disease in Seattle, and as their special ability, they get to remove all those. So very nice, very nicely done. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to, oh man, what we're going to do. So that was the first action. Second, third. Oh, I hate to burn actions, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up so the medic is in Minneapolis. The reason being, Minneapolis, there's a card here. Well, I can even go to Calgary. The card of one of these cards, if on the dispatcher's turn we can share knowledge by going to Calgary, giving me the Calgary card, I would have 4 cards, 4 cities, the red ones. I have the cure in hand. The medic is ready to cure the Red Devil disease. So either Calgary or Minneapolis. So I've got one action. I've got 2, let's see, 2 to move to Calgary. Let's see. I think Vault says, I think Minneapolis, since Calgary would be 4 moves. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. On the dispatcher's turn, when they can move any pawn to match another pawn. So the dispatcher could totally go to Minneapolis on their turn and share knowledge. So I'm just trying to see if there's a way. So that was 1 to treat, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3. It's the same thing. 2, 3, 4. I was hoping to treat an extra cube, or treat an extra disease, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. But we're okay, because on the next turn we'll be all right. Now, let's draw some player cards. Boston and Dallas. Oh, no need to. Okay, what I need to do then? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to get down to 6 cards. So I'm going to drop a... do I want to drop a yellow or blue? They got a blue. And that means we're super close to getting blue. But remember, we discarded, thanks to the unacceptable losses, we discarded 3 cubes in the Havana. So that means that's 1 less yellow city that we need. So I got to be careful with the yellows. Tell you what, I'm going to get rid of Boston, okay? As an LA guy, I'm okay with that. Just kidding, my Boston friends. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we do the infection step. Draw infection cards. This disease, again, it's a pandemic, friends. Things are getting out of control. So Indianapolis gets 1. And DC, Washington, DC. All right. So we got to be careful of the Eastern Seaboard there. It's getting a little nervousy there. Is that a word, nervousy? I'm getting a little nervous there. So now's the dispatcher's turn. Friends, dispatcher. Option A, do you go to Minneapolis right away by using your special ability? And then that's 1 action. Your second action could be to... Oh, wait, no, we don't have to even do that. Tell you what, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. So this is me being a quarterback. I want the dispatcher to fly me into Atlanta. And that's by just taking a special ability, which, again, is... move any pawn directly to another pawn city. So that means you're moving the medic to the dispatcher's location. Yo, what's up? Let's cure some diseases. And that'll be ready to cure. You're going to cure the red just like that. But how can we do it in a way where we can hopefully trade some cards? That's what we're going to do. So here's an interesting thing. We're going to do this. All right. I'm going to quarterback a little bit here. But we're going to take the dispatcher for 1. Use the special ability 2. So now they're in both the same city. We're going to share some knowledge. The knowledge we're going to share is Indianapolis. For whatever reason, the medic knows great things about Indianapolis, or many things about Indianapolis. So this card is going over here to the dispatcher. They have shared knowledge. So that was 1 to move, 2 to fly in, 3 to share knowledge. And let's see, a dispatcher, essentially they're going to treat this blue disease in Indianapolis because they want things to be safe for Gen Con coming up. So Indianapolis is now safe. And excuse me. Now that is the end of the dispatcher's turn. We go to the drop 2 player cards. And oh, hey, there's an event, Borrowed Time. So these events, just like in the base game, these are things that will help us. So let's take a look at this event. Borrowed Time, play during the no do actions step, not an action, so it's a free action. The current player can do 2 additional actions this turn. All right, that's great. That'll help us. Let me see, that was 1. Okay, so 2. Guadalajara. So 2, 4, 6, 7. There are now 7 cards. We can get rid of some of these red ones, right? Because we're going to put this red one here, back down to 6. 6 cards here. Can you all? Yep. I'm going to scoot this over this way. Okay. The dispatcher has, you know, I'll move it like this. Just so we know whose turn it is. Get rid of a red. Yes, thank you, Vault. Perfect call, friend. We are on the same wavelength, Vault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's that. We got rid of a Calgary. Let's see. 1. Okay, so we did the event. 3, 6. We drew Guadalajara, right? So now we go to the infection cards. Dead last in the house. Gotta have priorities, right? Okay, San Francisco is seeing the Red Devil disease come in. And then Calgary, which we just left, has also seen a little new incidence of the Red Devil disease. Speaking of the Red Devil disease, it is now the medic's turn. That's me. I'm going to drive down to Atlanta. You know, take a nice little cruise from Gen Con in Indianapolis down to the ATL. So that's my first action. My second action is going to be cure the Red Devil disease. Boom. 4 red cards or 4 cities. I've gained the necessary knowledge in order to resolve and solve or cure that disease. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I have 2 more actions left on my turn. So as the, let me see, so yellow, okay, they've got 2 yellows and 2 reds. I'm going to put these together here so it's a little easier to tell for me. Okay, so how can I get some of those yellows? New Orleans, Monterey, which is there, and then the dispatcher. Again, I'm thinking for y'all. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'd love to hear them in chat. What I'm going to do for my 3rd and 4th action, I'm going to let me see. He's here. Oh, I need to get down to either Santo Domingo. Oh, I'm not that close yet. Okay, well, Guadalajara is down here, Monterey, and Santo Domingo. Tell you what, I'll go 3 and 4. Puts me closer to Monterey. All right, that's the end of the medic's turn. I've done my 4 actions. Now we go to this deck, and Epidemic. First one of the game, folks. It's getting a little intense here. Vault says the phrasing on that event card, does that mean we can play it on any player's turn? Yes, while they're in the action phase. That is correct. Good call, friend. These event cards, just like the base game, play during do actions turn step is not an action. It's a free event. So the current player can do 2 actions, additional actions this turn. So if you wanted to give me additional actions, you could totally play that, and then you have 2 actions. I feel like we're in pretty good shape. You know, fingers crossed. We're in pretty good shape now. I feel like we can hold that card. Hopefully you all agree, because we're going to do that for now. But we do have to deal with the epidemic, since I revealed it. So we increase the infection rate marker. So we're being infected. North America is being infected at a rate of 2 per turn. And then we have to infect. Draw the bottom card. Okay. Bottom card. It is Dallas. Oh, Dallas. Home of the Dallas Mavericks. Luka. Best player in the NBA right now, folks. I said it. I'm a Laker fan, but I just said that. Y'all know it's LeBron. But Luka is the best young player. I'll say that. So we've infected there. Place 3 cubes. Discard that card. Now Intensified. This is where it gets crazy. Now we're going to shuffle all these. So we have a huge stack of cards here. We're going to shuffle these, and then we're going to continue with the setup here. Dutch Yoda's in the house. Hi, Dutch. Thanks for joining us. We are playing Pandemic Hot Zone North America from Z-Man Games. Okay. All right, so this goes back on top here. Vault, yes, agrees. Thank you, Vault. Yeah, I don't think we need to use it now. Just curious. Okay, now, so let's see. That was the Epidemic 2, 4. Oh, so that was the first card. Now you get a second card, right? Because I'm still doing the draw 2 player cards action. Hey, I got an event. So this is Remote Treatment. Play at any time. So it could be played on another player's turn. Return any 2 cubes from the board to the supply. Okay. So that's going to come in handy when things get a little, maybe there's an outbreak or some unfortunate event, and a lot of the diseases are out here. We can remove some of them and place them back into the supply. So we're good to go. Now we go to the infection cards. We're still being infected at a rate of 2 per turn here. Toronto. Okay, so you one there. The blue cities are getting, I'm getting a little nervous, folks. And Indianapolis. Uh-oh, right there. Gen Con has had another outbreak of the blue disease. We're going to, since it's we'll call that the Gen Con disease. Okay. So everything for the outbreak. I remember them being worse than that, but it's been a while. Yeah, that's no. So we don't move the outbreak. Advancing, it's the infection rate marker. Great question, by the way. Yeah, the outbreaks, you move this when there is an actual outbreak. So if there are 3 cubes, you have to place a cube, then you have to, place cubes in adjacent cities. Yes, this was an epidemic. Yeah, increase, we did that. Infect, we drew that. And then intensify, we did that. Yeah, those are the 3 steps. All right, I'm done. So now it is the dispatcher's turn. Friends, let's see. We do have Dallas at 3. So that's probably the hottest spot on the map right now. We also have, we can share some knowledge with our friend the medic. You have Monterrey and Guadalajara. If you go to either one of those and you bring me there, we can share knowledge. You also have the borrowed time event, which gives you 2 additional actions, or you can save it for my turn for 2 additional actions. So let's see. Do we head there and treat Dallas just in case we drop before your turn? I think that's a great idea, Dallas. Not Dallas. I think that's a great idea, Vault Hunter Argus. We're going to go with Vault because Vault is first. First to speak up will get the action. So we go to Dallas. That's 1 action. You're going to treat. Now to treat, again, you're not the medic, so it's not your specialty, but you can still treat. 1 goes there. So that's 2 actions. Let's see. Now, here's the thing. I really was hoping to share some of this yellow or blue knowledge with each other. But that may not be possible. Because in order to share knowledge, you have to be in the same city as the card being traded. So it's either Monterrey or, yeah, Guadalajara, or so down here. You can get there, but then you're out of actions. Unless you want to take your borrowed time action. Yeah, not in this turn, Vault. I'm okay with that. We can wait. Let's take care of the hot spot first, right? So, tell you what, 3rd and 4th actions, you've cured you've treated the Red Devil disease in Dallas. So Dallas, home of BGG Con, you are safe to go gaming there. Let's do the draw player cards action. Oh, there's another yellow. Okay, cool. And this is the one that I cannot... If anyone can say that one. Tegucigalpa. That's my best shot, friends. Michelle is the best Spanish speaker in the house, but she is not here. So we've got 3 yellows. Let's draw the second. Hey, there it is. Havana. All right. Yeah, Vault, we didn't save Gen Con, unfortunately, but hey, let's go to BGG Con. LA is still safe. If you're familiar with Strategicon in LA, that con is still safe. Now, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We need to discard 2 cards, friends. So obviously we're discarding Minneapolis because the Red Devil disease has been cured. We now have the yellow in hand. Okay, we have the yellow in hand. But we have to get rid of 3. So we need to get rid of 1 card. We cannot use the event card because this is only during... I was going to say we could do this, but no, we cannot. Only during the do actions phase. We are That was a do action. We are in the draw 2 player cards phase, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. So, in order to, let me see. How do we do this? Let's get, I mean, should we get rid of a blue? We've gotten rid of one blue. We'll get rid of another one. Let's get rid of Indy. Okay. So 6 cards now. And yeah, red and blue. Thank you, Argus Vault Hunter. We are all good to go. Okay. Now, did we draw 2 cards with that second card? We drew Havana first. We should draw another card, correct? Because we drew one. No, we drew 2. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. All right. So now we do the infection step. So let's see what happens. Oh, Washington gets another one. Those blues are getting me nervous. Yeah, we drew up to 8. Thank you. New York. Okay, New York. All right. So yeah, as you can see, we only have 6 blue cubes here. I may have to bust out the remote treatment on this one, where we return 2 cubes to the supply. Okay, so we're done with that. Now it's back to the medic's turn. Now, the medic is not going to worry about yellow, because yellow, the dispatcher's got that locked down. So great. This is the medic here. Okay. Let's go. San Domingo's here. Okay. 1, 2, treat disease 3. Again, medic. That's their specialty. They can do. They can take off all cubes. And then 4. Where can we go for 4? We got to get to the blue eventually. So, tell you what, I'm going to go to Denver just to get ready to cure there, or treat there. All right. End of the medic's turn. A really straightforward turn. Let's go to the draw player cards phase. We have Seattle. Again, we're not worried about red. Seattle, home of OrcaCon. OrcaCon's still happening. Crisis. This we do have to take care of. And again, this is new for Pandemic Hot Zone. The Hot Zone series, a crisis you must deal with immediately. Play immediately. This one, however, stays in play. The other one we got to discard. Limited options. Reduce player's hand size to 5. Discard or play event cards as needed. When the next crisis card is drawn, discard this card. Okay. That's going to be brutal. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do this. Okay, that's all right. We're going to be okay. Everything's fine, right? It says we can play events as needed, right? So we're going to play this one. That way we're down to our 5, our new hand limit of 5. And this one says current player can do 2 additional actions during his turn. So, aha! Take that, disease. Now the medic can treat here for 1 action. And then the second action, we're going to drive out to Minneapolis. A nice, lovely drive from Denver to Minneapolis. I don't think I've made that drive before. Have y'all? Vault says, for cured diseases, do we stop adding tokens when it gets cured or when it's completely cleared? No. So that's one difference in this game. So there is no eradication. So a disease is not eradicated. It will still it's still out there. But like when you cure disease, it's 1 action no matter who's there. Like if the dispatcher went a red, they can automatically take out up to 3 cubes. Okay. Okay. Anytime removal in your city for free. Oh, I forgot about the medic's medic. Oh man, I totally forgot about this one. So the medic, not only when I treat diseases, I remove all the cubes. At any time, I get a free action and remove all the cubes of cured city diseases in my city for free. Darn it, I forgot about that. So I'm going to have to remember that for next time, friends. Okay, so let me make sure. Differences, there's only 3, slightly altered. Yeah, the Researcher and Dispatcher cards are a little different than the base game. Yeah, cured. Discover a cure. Curing does not immediately... Yep, curing disease does not prevent new cubes from being placed on the board. Great question, by the way, Vault. Solo Gaming Dad, hey, thanks for joining us, friend. I played my first 2 games of this over the weekend. Nice. I hope you did well. Solo Gaming Dad, let me know if you were successful in curing North America. So I've done this one. I did the 2 actions. So now we go to the infect step. Chicago. Oh, these blue ones are killing me. And San Francisco. Okay. So, you know what? Okay, so let's go to the dispatcher turn. So y'all are playing the dispatcher. For those of you just joined us, you are the dispatcher. We have a current hand limit of 5, unfortunately, due to the crisis limited options. Not until the crisis, until the next crisis card is shown, we're going to have 5 in our hand. But let's take care of first things first. Shouldn't we have not been able to play that event card since we had drawn cards? Vault, normally that is correct. You know the rules. That is correct. However, in this case, in limited options, it does say reduce players' hand size to cards, discard or play event cards as needed. Right? So because we had to discard down to 5, the dispatcher was able to play that card because of the crisis. Great eye though. Good catch, friend. So let's take first things first. Dispatcher, first move goes the ATL. Boom. They have acquired the knowledge needed to cure this disease. It's a better world for it. We have cured yellow. The yellow disease, which we never gave a name to, but that's fine. Atlanta is safe again. Okay, so head to Atlanta. Yep, you read my mind, Vault. Very nice. So that's 2 actions. The third action is going to be... we want to use the dispatcher's special power to move the medic around, okay? Because the medic needs to clear out some of these blues. And speaking of the medic is going to play at any time, not in action. It's a remote treatment. Return any cubes, 2 cubes from the board to the supply. Because I'm getting a little nervous with these blue cubes, folks, these blue diseases, we're going to make Boston a little safer and let's say New York a little safer, okay? Boston and New York are safe. They can continue the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry in peace, or in pieces, if you know that rivalry. Okay, so I've done that. So now the dispatcher still has 2 more actions. They're going to move. The first action is going to move. What do we need to cure blue, so we need some blue cards. So they're going to move the medic into Chicago to get them ready for the next move. And then they're also going to move to Washington. The reason being, again, because you want to share knowledge. You have the Washington card in hand, so you want to share that. Luzapalooza's rating. Thank you for the raid, Luzapalooza. I've got to find my rating hat. It was here earlier. Here it is. Thank you, David Elka, for the raid. Folks, if you're here for the first time, my name's Ruel Gaviola. I've got a rating hat. I don't know. It's a little banged up. It's been a rough year. Thanks for joining me. This is Tabletop Tonight in the middle of the day. It's One Player Wednesday. I am soloing, but I'm not really soloing. I'm playing a game with chat. It's Pandemic Hot Zone North America. There it is from our friends at Z-Man Games. Luza, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. Let us know what you played. My favorite part of Luzapalooza, always, Michelle and I love when Dave busts out the guitar and he and Elko sing a song at the end of the stream. Our absolute favorite thing that y'all do. Thank you for the raid. I want to shout out the San Mancy M. Rue for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Brackets Lisa's in the house. Thank you, Brackets. And who else is in the house here? I am missing. We were just talking. Oh, okay, just a talking stream. I would listen to you all talk all day. That's how much I love your stream. Brackets Lisa also follow. Thank you. Friends, we do analog alerts here. That's why I've got the rating hat, this silly thing, which is going to go away here. We also do, where is my, I've lost all my, here it is. Nothing like live streaming, folks. We enjoy having you follow us here. And thank you, Rodan. We have Felicia the Follow Fish. Felicia shows up whenever there's new followers and swims around, says hello, and then she swims away. And all of us, well, just me today, and you in chat, we all say, bye, Felicia. Thanks for the follows, Rodan, Brackets Lisa, the San Mancy M. Rue, and thanks for the raid, Luzapalooza. Much appreciated. Love all the bye Felicias in chat. Much appreciated. Let's get back to the game. We're so close to winning, folks. Here we are. Pandemic, Hot Zone North America. This is the game from Z-Man Games. It's basically a shrunken version of Pandemic, so you can play it really quickly. It's a lot easier to teach, I think, for new players. And what we've done, you all are the dispatcher. I am the medic. Okay, let me get this here. We're dealing with a crisis, right? Not only just in North America, but we've got a crisis here where our hand limit is now 5 instead. Oh, this is the dispatcher's turn, by the way. 5 instead of 6. The dispatcher has just used up their actions to set themselves up. They just cured the yellow disease. We cured the red disease earlier, which is we've named Red Devil. Does it work solo? It does. Great question, Rodian. Yes, it's Totally soloable. I'm actually soloing it right now just by controlling 2 players, but it's really fun because I can play with y'all in chat by just asking you what to do for the dispatcher's move. Duchess 1105, yeah, Duchess is in the house. Thank you, Duchess. Good to see you on here. Ruckus, yeah, famous last words. We're so close to winning. Yeah, maybe I just jinxed it, folks. Yeah, we will see. So the dispatcher's turn is complete. Now we go to the draw 2 player cards step. Hey, we've got an event. Hey, this is a great one. So, Airlift. Play at any time, non-action. Move 1 pawn to any city. That is good to have in hand. So we're looking for blue cities, folks. We need to cure blue. What do we call the blue? I think we called the blue the Gen Con disease because it was like all up in Indianapolis. Second card is Miami. We don't need Miami because we have cured Miami. But nice thing about having Miami, or yellow cards or red cards, you can start using those to charter flights, direct flights, or charter flights. Let's see. We are now in the infect cities step. So we're still infected at a rate of 2. So Denver's going to get 1. Denver gets 1. And Mexico City gets another. Okay, so yellow. We're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So we really need to get blue cards, but what we're going to do, we need to treat some diseases here. Ron says, hope you win. It's time to take the kids to the library. 3. Oh, okay, cool. Have a nice trip to the library. I love hearing about that. I'm a huge fan of libraries, so the fact that people still go and can go is a great thing. Thank you for stopping by, Rodian. Lisanne Mancy, was your games backdrop your actual games backdrop? If so, good taste. Oh, thank you. Yes. I'm going to go back here. Yeah. This was inspired by our good friend, Richard Ham, a.k.a. Rado. He has his setup like this, and I took a page out of his book and just, wanted to have the games face out like this. So, for instance, one of my favorites, Blood Rage. And behind that, we got 4 games. So I prefer to stack them like this, horizontally. I used to do them vertically, like books. But I have Miyabi, Thurn und Taxis, Karuba, and Stone Age. I like them like this, but I love the look of this, right? Because you get the art. We got Forgotten Waters, Wingspan, Manila, and so forth. Team Horizontal, yes, hashtag Teams Horizontal. Thank you. You'd think someone would have jumped on that by now. I wonder why there isn't a pandemic. Concrud, yeah. Duchess, thank you. Concrud, yes. That was where blue is going to be Concrud. That's a perfect name for it. I like to see the faces of them too. Looks on. Thank you, Weird Man. Appreciate that, folks. If you don't already, please join. Where is that command? Darn it. I'm going to get the hang of this one of these days. Please join our Discord. We share shelfies in Discord of stuff like this. People have different ways to manage and display their collection. I'd love it if you all join us on Discord there. We have shelfies, not only these, but all the people in there. And we also talk about food, games, all kinds of fun stuff. And our fur babies, right? Blood Rage, brackets, yeah. Your number 1 game. One of my favorites. It's the game that really got me. I mean, I got in the hobby thanks to pandemic, but Blood Rage was the one that started steering me towards a little more complex games. So always love Blood Rage for that. Corn Things in the house. Thanks. So I'm going to answer that question in just a second. Great fast little game. Yes, James. Vault. Most of mine are vertical. There's some I have to store horizontally because of the size of my shelves. Yeah, there are some games that you just have to store horizontally, right? By the way, let's see. Well, let's go back to the game. I do want to answer that question that Corthane has regarding what's your favorite component to upgrade. Wow. I like these things. So I like doing blinging out my games on a budget, Corthane. Something like this. This is the very first, believe it or not, these little Petri dishes were the very first component upgrade I ever did. When I first got in the hobby back in 2016, I had Pandemic, the base game, and I just love I bought these Petri dishes off Amazon for a couple of bucks, and they were perfect for it. So I still have these. I actually use for the base game still. I don't use it for this one, but for the sake of this game today on stream, I wanted to do something cool, and a couple of bucks just for a neat little upgrade like that. Yeah. So I like gaming, blinking out games on a budget. So whatever you can find. I don't really have any. I do love like metal coins. Those are always nice, or like the the one from like the poker style chips in the deluxe version of Brass Birmingham. You know, the Iron Clays. Let's see. And there's a couple I'm going to be placing and replacing once the new version get cool. I must admit, we store our games every way we can. Space is limited, yeah. Games are taking a while. Y'all, I feel your pain. Like, you don't even want to see the floor right now. It's a disaster. I would never replace my copy of Western Empires horizontally. Yeah, Ruckus. Okay, why don't we continue here? Let's see how we can do here. So it is the medic's turn. It's my turn. I have this little token here to remind me whose turn it is. I'm going to, remember, I forgot this last few turns. I have a free action. At any time, remove all the cubes of cured diseases in my city for free. So, oh, I can't do it because it's blue. Okay, so Concred has not been resolved yet. I could go to like San Francisco and just for a free action cure it, but yeah. Okay, but what I'm going to do, or treat it. I'm going to treat Chicago. As the medic, I treat, that means I take off all cubes. My first action. My second action, I'm going to travel up. I'm going to show my passport at the border and head up to Toronto by driving up there. That's my first, second, third action is going to be to treat Toronto. Toronto, you are now safe. You can go back to Snakes and Lattes. And my third action, let us go down to New York, get some New York style pizza because that's my favorite style of pizza. Chicago, New York, folks. What do y'all think? Chicago, New York pizza. I'm a New York pizza guy through and through. All right. You mean you're living in their house? New York, yes. Weird name. You got great taste in pizza, friend. All right. So let's see. I can use. We do have this event. Nah, we don't want to use it just yet, do we? Nah. Actually, why don't we do that? I'm going to retcon one move. So instead of going to New York pizza, we're going to get to pizza eventually. Get some pizza in New York. We're going to go back on our fourth action. So we have done 3 actions. We're in Toronto. I'm going to play this event from our friend, the dispatcher. Move 1 pawn to any city. All right. The medic is now there. And because the Red Devil's disease has been cured, I get that free action of removing all cured disease cubes for free. So there's a free action. Boom. For my fourth action, hey, let's travel back to, do we go to Denver? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go down to LA because LA is where it's at. There it is. All right. End of the medic's turn. Let's move on. Let's see. In Wales, we just have pizza, which I like. Does that... Hey, you know, I think all pizza is good. I see a lot of New York pizza fans in the house. Corthane says hot pizza. You know what? Let's be honest. Hot pizza is probably the best choice, right? Let's see. Now we're going to do the draw player cards. Oh, no. Epidemic. Darn. Increase the advanced infection rate marker. So from now on, it's 3 cities that will be... Okay, now things are starting to heat up. Now, okay, we got to get ready. We're going to infect. Draw the bottom card. Place 3 cubes there. New Orleans. The Big Easy. Going to get the Big 3Z. Okay. And then intensify. So we shuffle all these. Oh, boy. Okay. We got some work out in front of us here, friends. New York is thin crust. Chicago's deep dish. Yep. Oh, for Europeans. So, yeah, thanks, Mrs. Gatt. Oh, thanks, Michelle, for answering that question. Yeah, I love the thin crust of New York. I'm not going to hate on Chicago pizza. I mean, it's still good, but I just prefer the thin crust. When the bread is just, when it's done just right, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so then we've intensified. I have to draw my second player card, which is Montreal. Okay, so now we got blue. We got 2 blue, so we're getting closer to resolving the Concred disease. But now we have to... go to the draw infection step. So we are being infected at a rate of 3 now, so 3 cities are going to get it. San Francisco, aha. We just cleared that place. Washington, uh-oh. It's got 3. It's getting close to an outbreak. And finally, New York. Okay. You might want to be careful of the pizza you eat in New York right now, folks. Okay. And now we go back to the dispatcher's turn. Okay, dispatcher. Dispatch, you got some work to do in Washington. I feel like you got to treat one of those diseases there. We can treat at least one of those. Yep, good call, Vault. That's your first action. I'm worried about New Orleans outbreaking. So you could do for your second, third, and fourth action, get me in New Orleans, and hopefully I can treat that in time. What do y'all think? Should we get the medic to New Orleans? Or do you want to treat more diseases? A or B? A is to move the medic there, or B is to treat more diseases on the eastern seaboard. Thanks to have a variety of topic no matter what. It's mainly the crust. Yep. Thank you. Never realized. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. You learn about some pizza here. Crust is only type. Yep. That is true. A. Vault says A. What was A again? Move this guy. So 1 or 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 actions for the dispatcher. Turn is done. We draw player cards. Oh, this one I love. This is an event. Again, can be played at any time. One quiet night. Skip the draw infection card step this turn. So if we're getting a little too heated up here, you play that. You can skip the part where you're infecting cities. And the next card, hey, Chicago. We've got 3 blue cards in hand now. 1, 2, 3. Getting that much closer to curing Concred, right? Which would be a nice thing in reality. Okay, so now we draw infection cards. So we could play the Quiet Night right now, but I feel like we're safe. I think we're going to see. And me and my big mouth, New Orleans. So, New Orleans, you cannot place a 4th disease cube here. You have to outbreak. So, this is our first outbreak of the game. And look at the yellow. Oh, man. Me and my big mouth. Didn't I say I thought I was going to win earlier? We were going to win earlier? Might not be the case. So, you outbreak to every adjacent city. So, even if it's a red city, it's yellow there. The yellow disease here and there. So, down to 4 of those. Ugh. That's okay, though. On my turn, I'm going to treat those. Next one, Indianapolis, home of the Concred. Okay, Gen Con's getting a little dirty out there. And finally, Chicago. Okay, so Chicago, New York pizza. You may want to be careful where you're eating there. Okay. Yep, Chicago's kind of like a pie. Then I'm going for New York. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Chicago, you would call like New York a pie, you know, because it's thinner, and like Chicago a cake because it's thicker. I don't know. Sounds so similar to say thin, thick crust, but it's so much more. New York style is always thin crust, but all thin crust is not necessarily New York. But that is true, Weird Nim. That is absolutely 100% true. Because I've had thin crust pizza that was not New York pizza. Okay, so we've infected. Now it's the medic's turn. The yellow disease, which we never named, I'm going to call it yellow. So we got Concred for blue, Red Devil for red. The yellow will be... let me see. We'll call it the goldfish disease, right? Goldfish are yellow, right? Felicia the Fallowfish is yellow. So we're going to, as my free action, the medic, at any time remove all cubes of a cure diseases in my city for free. Hey, goldfish disease has already been cured. I get to do this for free. Boom. 3 yellow cubes. And we got a raid coming in. Thank you, Games of Fire. Hey, I've got the raiding helmet. Karen, thank you so much for the raid. Folks, if you're here for the first time, welcome, Raiders. My name's Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight, the midday edition. It's One Player Wednesday, where I play games by myself, but not really by myself, because I'm playing games with you in chat. We've got a great one today. Pandemic Hot Zone North America from our friends at Z-Man Games. Karen, thank you so much for the raid. Let me know what you played. Raiders, welcome, and hang out with us. We're getting real close to the end here. Fingers crossed, I hope we're going to win this game. But thank you again for the raid, Karen and Games of Fire. Appreciate it. All right. So it is back to my turn. So I just did my free action of curing that stuff. We've got 2 blues, 3 blues in hand. We need 1 more blue, folks. And then get to Atlanta, back to the CDC in order to cure this. So, I can go to, no, I can't. Seattle, no. I can fly somewhere. Where can I fly? Can I go to Seattle? Seattle will take me up here. So let me see. To get to these cities, 1, 2, okay. Oh, love your shirt. Thank you. That's the one I have. Oh, cool. Thanks. We've been talking about this shirt all stream long. I love it. Yeah. A shout out to my friend Darby Gaming for getting me this for a present recently. Where can we get that hat? Oh, the hat. This one. Great question. This is a custom-made hat for my wife, Michelle. Unfortunately, I don't think she has an Etsy store for these hats. Fun fact about this is duct tape and a manila folder. She's a genius. made this thing last year when I was playing Raiders of the North Sea, and it's just continued into 2021 as the rating helmet. This is also, these are like something from like a Christmas tinsel or something. Genius. Yeah, totally custom made. Thanks for asking, by the way. Okay, let's move on here. So I already did my free actions. I still have 4 actions, folks. I feel like I gotta fly around and do stuff. I can fly to Santo Domingo. I can fly to Seattle. I don't want to fly to Montreal because I want to save the blue cards in order to treat or cure this disease and win the game. So let's do this. So first action, we already did the free one. 1, 2. I'll treat for 3. And let's get up to 4 in Washington. Okay. That's my turn. Now we are going to draw 2 player cards. Toronto. Okay, we have the cure in hand, friends. Exciting times in North America. There's word of a cure for Concrud. Let's get another card. Mexico City. And again, because of the limited options crisis, we still have a hand limit of 5 instead of 6, but we're good there. Okay, so now we just have to figure out a way to share our knowledge. We have to get to the same city and share knowledge. So let's infect Denver. Ciudad de Mexico, up 3 now. And Toronto. All right, it is back to the dispatcher's turn. All right, dispatcher, what shall we do? Should we share some knowledge? Here, real quick, just to clarify actions. We treat the disease. Share knowledge. Give or take the city card matching your city from a player in your city. Okay. So if we go here, we can share the Chicago card with the medic. Ooh, friends, we're going to do this. Now, I'm going to quarterback. Sorry. I feel like we've got some options here. For the first option, we can go to Washington or Chicago. Share knowledge. That's 2. I was going to say, how can we share this Washington? We both have to get to Washington to share. Maybe. Okay, so we did that. Chicago's here, but then, okay, so I have to drop 1. So I'll drop Santo Domingo. And then, so we got, dispatcher got 2 more actions left. Why don't we go to... We are going to have to go to bed soon. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love from Wales. Thank you, Wales. And much love back to you here from Southern California. Share knowledge, move to Atlanta, cure blue. Yeah, we're so close, right? So close, Vault. So 3 is going back to Washington. And then 4 is bringing this guy here, the medic back there. Now, on the medic's turn to share knowledge, it says give or take the city card matching your city from a player in your city. So it's the medic's turn next. They don't actually have the Washington card. So it's almost like we have to wait a couple of turns to do this. Okay. Tell you what, we're just gonna, yeah, we'll play it out like that. Okay. Draw player cards. Epidemic. Ugh. Wow. We're at 4 now. It's, oh my God. Oh, it says give or take. Give or take the city card matching your city from a player. Okay. Okay, cool. We're good then. Thank you, Vault. But first we need to increase that infect. So draw the bottom card. Okay, this is not good. Things just got really ugly. Okay, Minneapolis. So we draw 3 there. Or put 3 there. There's been an outbreak in Minneapolis, and now we shuffle and intensify. The diseases are getting stronger, folks, and more dangerous. Ugh, not good. And we are at the max for infection. We are infecting 4 cities at a time. Okay, so, oh, was that the first? That was the first card. So second card drawn is this one there. Okay, now we go to this step, draw infection cards. Indianapolis, more Concred. Whoops. Second, Washington, right in us here. DC, okay, and then, oh, New York. Not a good time for that pizza, folks. And finally, Denver. Oh, okay, as you can see, things have totally ramped up. We are in big trouble, but Garlic SCR is in the house. Hi, Garlic, thanks for joining us. Okay, we're in big trouble, but it is the medic's turn. We're going to share knowledge. It says, give or take the city card matching your city from a player in your city. I'm going to take the Washington card from our friend, the dispatcher. I am now over my limit, but I will discard the red. That's my first action. My second action, I'm going to treat these blue ones because I can. My third action is to move to Atlanta. My fourth action, bum, ba, da, da, we have cured Concred, folks, by discarding 4 cards. GG, good game, well done. There we are. We did it. I was... Congrats. Great job, friends. I want to thank you for joining me today. I was a little nervous there. I'm not going to lie. As far, like, at first, I was like, oh, we got this. We totally got this. But then we weren't drawing enough blue cards. And, wow, we did it in the last turn there. Yeah, GG. Thank you, Beyond Dead 13. Thank you, Garlic. Thank you, Mrs. Gav. And everyone hanging out. Let's see. They have so many great shirts. I really have to stay away or there'll be no money left for games. Yeah. Yeah, it's like either spend money on games or money on game swag, right? That has been Pandemic Hot Zone North America, friends. We did it. Oh, thank you, Argus, for all of your great advice. Doom Kitten's in the house. Hi, Doom Kitten. Thanks for hanging out with us. I love this game. Pandemic, to me, it's still a top 5, top 10 for sure, cooperative game for me. I just, it really is nostalgia for me because this is the game that got me in the hobby. But I just think it's, the theme is awesome, right? I mean, granted, we're living different times now, but it's very thematic. And the gameplay, as you can see, especially in the Hot Zone series, it's smooth as silk. You got 4 actions, got your little hand limits, you got, very, very clear-cut way to play this game. Stay hydrated, my friends. Vault says, I have a decent amount of money coming out of my account for Kickstarter games within the next week or so. Hey, thanks for the simple way for me to segue into good-looking Kickstarters. The new episode is coming out next week, but we have one that was dropped on Wednesday, last Wednesday. Becca, Scott, and I talk about great Kickstarter projects that we're excited about. So appreciate it, y'all, if y'all check out the latest episode there. Other things I can talk about, we talk about our Discord channel. Please hang out with us in Discord. We talk about games. We talk about stream snacks, the food that we like. We share pictures of all this stuff. We also talk about our fur babies. We have a pug named Bruno. Now, Bruno's in the other room sleeping, but he will make an appearance, I'm sure, tonight. Why tonight? Glad you asked, Ruel. Michelle and I are going to be back here tonight. We're going to be sampling snacks. So we have a Universal Yums subscription, and actually Universal Yums, we are now an affiliate with them. So we're going to show off a box that they sent to us. It's a box full of snacks from Korea. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Michelle and I open up the snacks and we sample them and then rank them. Depending, we have different tastes, but for the most part, we've agreed on most of the snacks that we've received in the boxes, whether they're to our taste or not. So we're going to do that at 7 p.m. Pacific tonight. We're also going to play a short, light game. Well, I haven't figured out which one yet. I have a couple ideas, but hopefully you'll join us for that tonight. This has been Pandemic Hot Zone North America. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me in the middle of the day. This was just a random stream. I want to thank the Losapalooza for raiding us. I want to thank Games of Fire for raiding us. And Rado Runs Through is a sweet 1080p. Yes, I'm so glad. Thank you, Rado, for confirming. I thought I did the settings right. I was hoping the settings were right. We are now streaming in beautiful 1080p, folks. Hopefully I didn't scare you off with this little move. I don't know what that's called, but thanks for hanging out, folks. Argus says, I know one of the games I backed was on one of the recent episodes of GLK. Possibly. Oh, good. Cool. Yeah, Becca and I, we've been highlighting stuff that we, either really like and honestly, we've backed a bunch of stuff as we create these episodes. There was the last show. What was it? The one with the little tiger, the tiger dice. It's so silly, but the second our producer showed it to me, I was like, I want to talk about this game, and I'm backing it right now. Enter credit card. Oh, whatever. But yeah, good looking Kickstarters. Maybe I should warn you. It could be a little damaging to your wallet. But you know what? Again, I know y'all are being safe with your money and being making wise decisions. Hopefully our show will be able to do that, help you, inform you about these great games on Kickstarter. Have a good one, Garlic SCR. Much appreciated, folks. I'll see y'all in Discord. Let me see. Let me check on the other things here. Gonna catch up on chat real quick. I think we're all good to go. Mrs. Gav has been in chat. And weekend forecast, 100% chance of playing board games. Nice. Oh, that's a shirt, Ruckus? That's a great shirt. Weekend forecast, 100% chance of board games. I need to get that shirt. I love this shirt, but I think I love that shirt too. Haven't even seen it yet. Yes, so that's it for the game, folks. Michelle and I are going to be back at 7 p.m. Pacific. That is in like 4 hours. So come back. Let me show you. Yeah, here, I'll do this. This is what we're doing. We got this big old box of Universal Yums. I'm going to give you all a sneak peek. Universal Yums. This one is from South Korea. We've got South Korean snacks that Michelle and I are going to sample. And as we always do, we call this the Meeple Munchies episode. This is our quest to find the ultimate game night snack. And in this box, we have all these snacks from South Korea, and we rank them. Right, you can see on this part of this thing here. We rank them, and for the most part, we've had pretty good success. Nothing has been too gross or whatever, but I know one Michelle didn't really care for. I haven't cared for a couple either, but usually it's a good combination of sweet and savory. We tend to like the sweet snacks that they've sent to us. I see some chips and stuff in this, but we're gonna save that for tonight. So hopefully you'll join us tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, just a few hours away from now. And until then, thank you again for hanging out. I'm going to raid someone. Let's find someone to raid. So stick around for that. Let's see. Hey, let's go raid our friend Brutal Dan. We love Brutal Dan. Danny is a great guy. We're gonna please stick around for the raid, and then I'll see y'all back here tonight. Okay. Until then, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Be safe. Be kind to each other. See you back here tonight for Meeple Munchies. Bye, friends.